Today, Jonathan Ramos, author of Legacy in Action, shares the powerful story behind one of his biggest leadership lessons, a season of failure that refined his purpose and transformed the way he leads. Listen in as he unpacks the practices that build calm, clarity, and inner strength.
And welcome back to the Legacy in Action podcast. In our last episode, we explored personal stewardship as self-governance and self-leadership. And we've also introduced the 3 M's, the mindset, mastery, and mission. Today, we focus on the first half of that definition, self-governance, which is the ability to regulate emotions, manage time, and stay composed under pressure. Why? Because you cannot lead others if your emotions lead you. And you cannot guide a team or a family if you are scattered within yourself. So let me start with a story that shaped the whole foundation of my book, Legacy in Action. In 2009, I thought I had finally found my defining project. Using all my savings and experience, I leased a 3,600 square meter property in Mandaue City, once a furniture factory, now waiting for a new vibrant household marketing life. I call it marketing life. It's simply just a community market. I envisioned it as a marketplace where farmers could sell their goods directly to families with fair prices, no middlemen, and dignity restored. I called it Comprahan sa Mercado or Comprahan Mercado. Oh, no, it's actually Comprahan Supermercado. For a while, it worked. Purpose and profit could coexist, but dreams have seasons. After 12 months, the numbers began to fall apart. The spreadsheets wouldn't balance. Creditors kept calling, bills piled up, and one day, I sat in my small office, surrounded by ledgers, receipts, and silence, realizing the truth. I was running out of both money and strength. That day, everything around me felt out of control. I discovered the real test of leadership wasn't in managing people or project. It was in managing myself. It taught me that you can't lead others if your emotions lead you. So, what self-governance really means? Self-governance is really the ability to stay calm when chaos hits. It is the foundation of true stewardship. It is the invisible work of leadership, governing your inner world before you govern your outer responsibilities. It's being calm when others panic. And it's actually thinking clearly when situations get noisy. And it's staying anchored when change feels overwhelming. In Hitting Rock Bottom of the Legacy in Action book, I describe how failure didn't destroy me. Yeah, I have so much of failure, but I'm not sure if it actually destroyed me. It actually disciplined me. And I learned to pause before reacting, to think before deciding, and to pray before speaking. That was self-governance in action. There are actually 3 practices of self-governance. Let's go through them one by one. First is the emotional regulation. Here, I'd like to challenge you to have a 90-second rule. What is it? It's actually when emotion spikes, you pause for 90 seconds. And then you name that feeling. Like for me at that time, I was frustrated. And so I said, I'm frustrated. I'm afraid. And by naming it, guess what? You tame it. Then Ask yourself, what would my purpose do? This single practice turns reaction into reflection. Next is actually time stewardship. So there's what you call 1-3-5 system. We can't manage time, but we can only manage focus, right? Try this structure daily. First, the 1 is your major goal. And you list the 3 medium tasks and then 5 small actions. By doing that, it prevents overwhelm and brings rhythm to your day. So in my own work, this helped me lead projects and people without losing peace. So the third one is composure under pressure. You can try the pause, the process, the proceed rule. How does this work? For example, when tension rises in a meeting, at home, or in crisis, you pause, take one deep breath, and then process. Recall your values, what you believed in. And then you proceed. You'll be surprised that when you act, you are not reacting. Because leadership credibility isn't built in calm days. It is proven in storms. The third one is actually practical tools for self-governance. You may want to try what I call focus blocks. It's a 25 minutes on one task, 5-minute break. Example, boundary sentences. Now's not the best time. Let's set a schedule. Or maybe you will have the reflection question. Let's say, at day's end, ask, did I lead myself well today? These are simple, repeatable systems that guard your peace and increase your power. The fourth one is legacy moves, or we call it action steps, right? So here's what I want you to try this week. First is you use the pause, process, proceed once daily lang, and notice how your reactions change. Second is apply the 1-3-5 systems, maybe tomorrow, and then you prioritize, then protect your focus. The third one is end your day with reflection. Did I lead myself well today? You know what? Small victories in self-governance lead to big wins in leadership influence. Self-governance doesn't make you perfect, right? It makes you present. It's the art of staying steady when others are shaking. And when you can regulate emotion, manage focus, and stay calm under pressure, you don't just survive leadership, you sustain it. Our next episode will explore self-leadership, how to lead from within through purpose, mission, and continuity. I'm Jonathan Ramos, and this is Legacy in Action.
Thank you for joining Jonathan Ramos on Legacy in Action. Remember, leadership starts within, and when you can regulate emotions, manage focus, and stay calm under pressure, you don't just survive leadership, you sustain it. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your family and friends who will benefit from these insights. See you in the next episode of the Legacy in Action podcast.